Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bantonian Vale with me Banto. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. My people are building our little lake, our little river house over here, and they're doing some pretty good progress so far. I'm really happy to see that you're working so good together with this one. And we will be building a little bit more things around here later as well. We have our little harbor that we can do over here, where we're gonna be able to maybe have a small ship dock in there as well. We're also going to be doing a little bit of fishing by the fishing docks, and we're also getting a second house over here, and we also have to make some roads leading up to here, maybe from behind of the tavern. If we made a road that maybe goes next to the tavern, that could work out pretty good, I think. Or we would do another bridge to go over here, but it feels like that would be a very long way to travel for not so good reasons, right? So maybe we can look into actually making a little road leading down here. We already have one at the back of the tavern over here that we can use for going inside of our tavern. But perhaps we want to connect this road with that one, and then we can continue this road onwards down to the hub area. Ooh, we got some goblin raiders. This is a big group. Oh yeah, they might be a pretty decent squad, it seems. There are some war verandas in the back as well. And I have set up even more of these turrets around, so they may be breaking a few. I cancelled to remove a few ladders, but I haven't been able to go there yet. But we're gonna send our soldiers out. Also started to queue up quite a lot of potions, so we can buff our people when we are gonna do the final battle in the game. So we will be prepared and ready for that. But let's throw in a few potions and then run out as fast as we can. Let's send the move command to go there. So you can see these guys are kind of crushing all of these. We do need our people out there. They're taking a water path. Why are they not going on the bridge? That would have been easier. That's a little bit strange why they decide to go there instead. I think what we have to do soon is to probably remove... We can remove at least one of these, right? And then we'll remove the other one. So no one will go in the water. I don't know why they would go there. It would have been faster to go on top, so the priority isn't correct with those. Let's see. Oh, they are also going down in the water. I guess it's gonna be underwater battle, it seems. The battle under the bridge. Let's go. But also, like I said before, let's make sure we make a move command. Because if you do an attack and one of those guys die, they will not continue moving here. So that's one important way to do it. But we should be fine. I feel like pretty confident in our troop. Against the Titan though, that we're gonna be battling against fairly soon, that's gonna be a lot tougher, a lot tougher. But I'm pretty confident in our group anyway, because we have some pretty good soldiers. We have 4 archers, which are really good against the Titan, the final battle. A large caravan, charcoal burners. I guess meanwhile they're fighting, I'm gonna buy a little bit of charcoal. We may need that later on, a little bit of firewood as well. Quite a lot of them actually. But that means we don't have to go around and buy it. I'm gonna buy a little bit of ball clay as well. So that was a pretty easy battle. But as you saw, we have to remove the ladders. If we don't remove the ladders, the enemies are gonna be able to take them down. And one way we could design this would be to have like a ladder behind here, but you could go down in the water, and then you would have a ladder at the back side, right? But no ladders in the front. That would mean that we could put up turrets, we can reload them, but the enemies have to break this gate over here, then they also have to break this gate over here until they can get to our ladder that goes down to the bottom. So only people from the inside could use that path to get there, right? So that's something I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work a lot of those things, and I'm gonna remove these ladders as we have looted everything down here. But just to show you guys how we could do it, so we would throw a ladder here. Might not look too beautiful. We could have incorporated in the build and had a ladder hatch in the building to go down. That would have been pretty cool. But let's do it this way. So add a little ladder over there. Then we add a little ladder in the back, and we may even do 2 of them. Yes, we have 1 for each turret, because we might need that. And then we're gonna do the same over this side. We don't need to have another ladder to go down though, because we could go down with this one. And just go under the bridge and put up some new ones. But we can make sure to remove the ladders in the front. We could do the same with these, but for now I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, they can actually walk up to them. Yeah, that's true. If you want to, we could add our traps in the back here. It doesn't look very good, but it will work out really good. But since we're preparing for a big battle, we do want to be prepared with everything we got pretty much. And let's see if we can put one in the middle between those. I'm not sure if we can. Let's try it. And then this one could be, I guess, a little bit in the back when they try to go up to our things, our little turrets. We do have some small critter traps, but they are really weak. But I guess we could use them anyway. So let's remove this one. We don't really need that one anymore. We're not gonna have any access to go up to the landscape. So we're restricting that. And that one I'm gonna remove, and I think we're also gonna remove this one. And I wonder, do I have some leftovers over here? I may have that. Pretty sure I have down in the water here, but I guess those could be fine. But let's remove that one as well. Just to be sure we don't have people running around down in the water. Looks like we got a beautiful little visitor down here. This is Avarian Paquette. Welcome, a guest of our town. Looking pretty fancy with that outfit, doesn't he? I really love that they added travelers to the game. You can set up your beds so you can have travelers. Like, we can do that, for example, in a tavern. I think I already got it though. But we can assign that to be for reserved travelers. That means you get some random travelers visiting. And if they enjoy it, they will be happy enough to leave you with a few things. Looks like we're doing some good cooking in here. Sherry's getting us some pretty good food. And it looks like this little froggy down here, Kerbit, is looking for some food as well. And there are a few things we might have to adapt. Like Danny said, one of the guys behind the Ace mod. You can see we can definitely not be standing here. We would have to kind of crouch inside, right? So these are probably better to have outside. I think you have to have that as well with this one, because there's like a little ladder there. But what we can do, guys, is to either have another building outside of this, or we just have it outside next to the tavern. So for now I'm gonna leave it there. We're probably gonna move it later, but we also have another thing we have to move. So we have the brewing kettle, so this one we have to move as well. They both have to, I think it said that they have to be able to stand on this one, and they also have to be able to refuel it. And you can see the ladder, but you can also see the fuel down there, right? So this should be fine if we put it like this. So we're gonna have them outdoor, and who knows, maybe I'll do a nice little addition to it, we will see. Probably gonna get them to a different place later on. We may even dig down under a tavern. That can also be a potential thing that we will do. So we can have more things down there. And that gives a little bit more space if we want to do some more stuff in here. So that's pretty good. So we can add, for example, we can add more apple musk casks, we can add some wooden supply cask, we can add some fermentation carboy, but I think I'm gonna be probably adding some wine casks. I think that could be pretty good. Can add in like 2 or 3 of those. So here we have a few. Let's see how many we're gonna have in here. 3 new ones, awesome. That's great. We can even have a one over here if it doesn't look too crowded. I think we can definitely have one here, let's do that. So we can produce a lot of vinegars, because we have a lot of foods that I want to be able to do. And in this one I'm making sour cream. These we have set up to do, I think, sour cream as well. Oh, we actually make cheese, it seems, maybe. I'm gonna set them up to be, yeah, that was cheese. Let's maybe make sour cream of those two as well. I think we're making some cheese over here. We go up here, and over here we got some sour cream, and here we got some cheese as well. So there, we're getting a little bit of those from over here too. And we do also have a brewing kettle over here, which I think I'm gonna undeploy so they don't run all the way out here to craft. So okay, like you see, they're busy with this one, but look at that. That's how they do it. Danny the master brewer, he's standing there crafting. So we have to move this one. So let's move it like that. And when they pick it up, what you do is that you cancel the movement. If you can't undeploy them, this is a way that you can do it. So we just have to wait for someone to pick it up. Okay, there we go. So now we cancel it, and that will make it go back to the stockpile. Awesome. And then we will be using the one we put outside of the tavern instead, this one. That's gonna work a lot better. And it's gonna be very close to the tavern. Ooh, look at them. They're building real quick over here. Awesome. I saw we had a few more traps ready that we can put out. 4 more new traps, so I'm gonna drop them on the bridge over here. We're getting ready for battle, and I have prepared around town a little bit more as well. So over here I put some turrets, as you can see. Then over here I also added a bunch of turrets, look at that. We're preparing the inner city to be really defensive with some turrets over here. So I hope that's gonna help, and at the farms we also have a few turrets, 2 of them up here. Which I'm also gonna remove the ladders so that they can't just climb up and destroy those. So I do feel like we are getting closer and closer to be ready for our battle. I'm gonna name this little ducko, this guy. This is gonna be Donald. Welcome, Donald. Living together with Alan. And maybe we have some more names, guys, if you're interested in naming some. Let's see here, our cows. Muchel, Mumu, we have at least 1 cow that we can name, so do let me know, guys, if you have some good names for our cows. Looks like we had 2 cows to be named, and maybe even a few chickens. Yeah, we have some chickens to be named. Looks like this one is stuck under there for some reason. Oh, there's a lot of things under here, look at that. Oh, they're hiding the fox pelts? What are my chickens doing? Are they battling with the foxes, but you're actually winning? So, let's start working on a little bit of a road that's gonna lead up to our docks over there. So, let's start with an, I think a road in stone. And then it's gonna kind of transition over to this like little dirty road that has a little bit of stone on it. So over here we're gonna make kind of like a little turn, I guess. And we can still have a few little places like this. And we probably also want to have a few different variation of the stone color. Because I think that makes it look a lot better. And the same with the dirt colors. So maybe something simple like that, and then we can build that as one part, and then we just continue the road down here. And that's gonna be a lot more like of a dirt road. So maybe next to this tree would be a good path to go there. And this is 4 width wide, okay. And we're probably gonna be adding some more houses here down here later on. And over here there's more of like an, I would say an stone road, I guess. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that here as well. It can be sometimes a good idea to split up the builds, because sometimes if you mix stone and wood, it happens pretty often. The game doesn't build it, so we may have to do that as well. And if they don't build it, what you have to do is just to reload the game, but the game reloads really slowly, so if you want to avoid that, not wait for it, you can do that way. I feel like I kind of want to have some... not many, but a few dark ones. I think we just finished the building. Awesome! Our building is done! Looking beautiful! I do love the shape of this one. I really like this one. And this little ladder that we've made before, we can remove that one. And we also prepared for our upcoming building where we can have like a basement underground, which is gonna be pretty cool. And to get down there, we will go from the inside over here. So we click that one and drop down the blocks a bit. And then we have to put a little ladder hatch over here. So I'm gonna go with quite an ordinary ladder hatch like this one. And then we will add a ladder under it, or we will add a staircase. It really depends what you wanna have. Let's rotate it around a bit. Like that. And what we can do then is just to add a little ladder under this, and we don't have to do it now if we don't want to. We can also design down here, now or later. We can do it later, that would be probably fine as well. But let's see. We can hide the train and buildings with this one, but I wonder if I can actually hide that one. So that's a little bit troublesome, so we will see how good we'll be able to build under it. It can be kind of tough to do sometimes. One way we could do it that may work, I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna throw an arrow or not, would be if I kind of open this up, right? So I can look under it. That could be one way. Or if you go like that, it actually seems like I can look under it. So let's give that a try first. And I'm gonna go for a stone color. Add like that, and maybe want the walls to be not like dirt walls, but maybe wooden walls or stone walls. Probably stone would be better, because the wood would probably, most likely, definitely be rotting down here, right? So not a good thing to use down here. So I'm gonna use this color to create a little wall around. And I wonder if I should dig that away as well. I think I may have to do so, if I'm gonna have a wall there. So let's dig this away. And let's do the same for this side. I think that should be fine. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna throw any arrows. And the same on this side, and then over here we just add a new wall. Just so we can make sure that we can put some walls here pretty much. So we can let them work with that first for a bit. And let's see if we can maybe get some merchant to buy, so we can buy a little bit of wood. That would be awesome, so we can save some time with that. Charcoal burners, can buy a few more. Okay, no wood traded, so we have to chop down a few trees, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and we're gonna chop these little trees down. We're gonna have a few more, because I think we're a little bit low on wood, yeah. A little bit low on wood. Stone, we had a lot of stones, so we're fine with that. The weaver also seems to be doing really well. Perhaps we should get the weaver to be busy, crafting a few things we can decorate with or sell and so on. And maybe we can make a few more work holiday shear outfits, that would be nice. Oh wow, we have a big queue down here to make 42 spool of thread. I wonder if I even have to have that queued up like that. I don't think so, so I'm gonna remove that. I think that's like an old queue we had over there. It might need for a bolt of cloth, but as long as we have to maintain thread, they will make thread whenever we need, or actually whenever we don't have, for example in this case, 3 thread, or if I change it to 5, they will be making that. And let's see, I have double of the maintain, so we can remove one. But you can also have it that way, so you have one with 3 and one with 5, so you always want to maintain 3. But if the crafter ain't busy with anything else, why not keep making more if they ain't busy? Because then you can use it quickly later on when you need it fast. And I think we might want to do some more winter work outfit. We're getting really close to winter, so I do think that makes a lot of sense. But I'm gonna put the craft instead of maintaining this time. And I'm gonna do 10. We have a pretty big town. And we can also do, where is it? This one. I think this one's even better. The game is lagging a bit at the moment. There we go. But this one requires to have some bear skins, which is a little bit more rare. Okay, we're making 5 of those. That's gonna be good. And I think if I should add... Let's see, what kind of clothing do my clerics have at the moment? I don't remember if they had good robes or not. Cleric Iron Mail. This one have more defense, but this one is like a better Ace out. I think that's from Ace, or it can be from Church of Plenty mod as well. Ornated Cleric Robe, a sacred and more protective outfit for the Cleric. But I guess this one is better, but I think this one fits and looks better. Okay, let's see. It looks like they dug everything up. I'm surprised that it seems to actually get up from here, because the ladder is far from the wall, right? So, let's take that one, and gonna remove that. So, back to the building. So, we're doing the walls over here, and I'm gonna do this in a pretty good way. I'm gonna drag this around before creating more of that, and I'm just gonna double click. It should work. I'm not sure why it's not working. Maybe that's considered as a floor. So let's go back, and then we're gonna double click again, and there we go, and drag it up to the side level. We should be one block below the ladder hatch, because we know that's where the floor is, so that should be the spot for it. Except for maybe here, because we did the digging away a bit there, right? So if you go, let's see, up in the building, I think it will be fine, but I kind of think we should... we can leave it like that. I don't think that's gonna cause any issues. Or maybe we should drag it up, but not over there. So like that should cover everything. And then we will add like a ladder down here, which I don't think we need to do in the beginning, right? We can add later, or we can incorporate it into the build as well. That's also possible. Let's add a few maybe darker colors down here as well. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a variation. And like I said, we could add some ladders if we want to. If we go inside of here, we can search for ladder, and we can add some ladders to the game. And we can attach them to the side of the wall here. So it's incorporated into our building. So let's see, so everything looks okay on the inside. So, this building, you don't go in here to go to the top, right? This is like for this floor and down to the ladder hatch, but the building up here, the rooms, you have to go for the staircase to get into them. And I'm gonna add decoration to it later, and we can kind of have it as it is for now, and we can add some things as we have built it to save a little bit of time on doing it. So let's see if it's gonna throw any errors or not. It may do that because we do an underground stuff, and it can happen sometimes. If it happens, I will have to relook it. But it actually didn't throw an error, I'm surprised. That's awesome to see that it actually will, most likely, hopefully, you know, work out, right? That's cool. That's gonna be nice to see those two buildings next to each other. Looking beautiful next to the water. Gotta love the weather and a little glow window mod that I made. It looks so awesome with everything together. So that's great. But I think after we're done with like the harbor area and over here, I feel like it's time maybe to go down to fight the Titan boss. What do you guys think? Should we do that? Should we go and fight the Titan soon? And if you have any other building projects you would like me to do in this town, do let me know in the comments, and I will be looking into your ideas. And if you have given me an idea before and you feel like I missed it or I haven't done it yet, then do let me know as well. But guys, thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube so you won't be missing out on any YouTube uploads or YouTube live streams and so on. And I also want to thank our members shown on the screen over here. Thank you for being a member and supporting me on the channel. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time, and see you guys next time. Take care everyone.